Welcome back to the Blurred Lines of Brainwashed. This is week 46. Thank you for your continued support. This week we're talking about change is inevitable. Uh, as time, you can't stop time. That's one thing I say constantly. Is that's one of the few things that you cannot stop. You cannot stop time, and within that time, change is going to continue. Change is going to continue happening. It's going to continue occurring. There's nothing you can do about it. So, with that, your body's going to change. Your situation's going to change, and that may be unbeknownst to you, or you may know, or you may not know that change is coming. Um, your life is going to change. Everything is going to continue to change, and some of those changes you may be aware about, you may not be aware about, but the change is coming. The best you can do is to prepare for that change. Um, a lot of times you like to say, adapt and overcome. That's one of the things that we talk about a lot, adapt and overcome. So there's not much you can do about that. Just going in the journey here is just like even now, with in my life as far as my entrepreneurial journey. It's just like I got some big things going on. Got some big meetings next week. Um, Prayerfully those go good. I helped some other people out, invest a little bit of money to some veterans that's trying to start their own business. Um, but change is coming, man. You gotta be ready to do that, and that's one way to be successful is to continue to be ahead of that change. Um, but with that change, one of the things that I want to talk about too is that your mindset should also be changing. You change your mindset, and your emotions will actually follow, and that actually only happens through experience. And that can reflect back to leadership, and that's why I'm really big on emotional intelligence, because a lot of this stuff we're not born with. And I know that with all this technology, a lot of us is getting away from human capital, but to be honest, like human capital is never going to go away. We need to still respect that. We need to still focus on that, because technology is only going to get us so far. Technology can only go as far as the person that created it. And yes, that's great. We have AI and all of that that's out there, but in the end of the day, is it's like we still have a good amount of people on this earth from the generations where they would rather talk to a person. And it's like it's very difficult to talk to a person now. Like now they even have apps that just automatically generate, and you can get most of your stuff done by not even talking to a person. Like that's great by saving money from one aspect of that, but there's a lot of people that don't like that. They would rather talk to a person, and in some situations, I'm sure some of you have been through it, where the only way you can get your problem solved is to talk to a person, because Alexa or whatever the AI person is called, or Echo, or whatever the freak you call your thing, it is not able to understand you. You're not pronunciating something right or something, and it's just not working. So yeah, I know that technology, as that's also going to be a change. That's still going to get more in depth and more intrusive, but what happened with Xfinity happens again? I found that out on accident. I don't even I was listening to something on the radio. That's like my new way, my new self-care. I'm going to work and stuff. My new self-care. I try to go out there and do stuff like that, as far as listen to the radio and see what's going on in the world. Well, not really the world, I guess, because not too much comes about the world. It's mostly about what's going on in America. But yeah, I just listen to the radio to hear what stuff that's going on, and listening to politics, and you know, and talking about voting and things like that. But like pretty much whatever's going on in the community, I try to see what's going on and try to find ways. That's my way of trying to find ways that I can try to give back, or find out what a community actually needs, so I can actually start focusing on that. But but long story short, You got to keep on changing, and you got to change with the times. And I was thinking, and I had wrote this down here, and I came up with everybody, we're all playing chess. If you're not playing chess and you're playing checkers, then you're pretty much set up to fail. Not unless that work, not unless that works for you in your life. Because some people are trying to do things bigger than themselves, and so those individuals are playing chess. If you're an entrepreneur, you have to be playing chess, or your business isn't going to be successful. So you got to be strategic, and that's pretty much what I mean. There's not much strategicness needed when playing checkers. So when I'm playing chess, that's what I mean. Like if you're doing something where you don't have to be strategic, and you could literally just do, I'm about to say crisscross applesauce, but tic tac toe or something like that. That's great. But like for most people, we live in a times where you all got to play chess, and I feel like a lot of times, as that change is going on, a lot of us start focusing on other people's chessboard. But if you're not focused on your own chessboard, now guess what's happening? You're not moving your pieces. You're technically holding up your process because you worrying about what's going on in somebody else's stuff. Like everybody needs to play their own games. You can't play another person's game. That's not how chess works. It's typically two players. Sometimes you're playing against a computer, sometimes you're playing against another component, but the whole point is those two players cannot change during that game. So in life, worry about your own stuff. My boy Ply said it best. He said that's the reason why we all got our own social security numbers. We all different. We all got our different mindsets. We all got our own things going on. Worry about yourself, and don't worry. Like, celebrate others and keep moving. It just might not be your time. It just might not be your time. You just keep going. Keep working on what you're doing. And the change is going to come. And that's pretty much what I want to talk about this week, because I was talking to a lot of people, and, including myself, there's a lot of changes that's coming. But don't get scared. Don't get nervous. Don't get any type of anxiety about the changes that are about to come. Prepare for them. If you have not been preparing for them before, what's stopping you today? And just like if you do a little bit will get you a long way instead of doing nothing. Don't stay idle. Keep moving. Because you can't hit a target that's moving. Well, it's a lot harder to hit a target that's moving anyways. But keep it moving. Like you got this. I wanted to also, give you guys some positivity as well. Just, you got this. Keep it going.